Hello, welcome to this weekly vlog. This is going to be my 10th weekly vlog, and I thought I would just do some vlogging this week. I'm just working from home, it's a pretty standard week, but I also might be buying a property and I've got a few other things that are a little bit exciting coming up. So this morning, it's now Monday, this morning I've been on the phone because I viewed a property last Friday. The boyfriend came over and viewed it with me and I really like it. I viewed it a few months ago and then someone else bought it, but they had a survey done a few weeks ago and the survey has come back saying it needs a new roof and it has a lot of damp problems. So I'm not going to let a small niggle like that put me off buying it because I really like it. But anyway, I've been on the phone to a roofer. Well, I've asked someone to recommend a roofer. They've recommended a roofer. I've spoken to the roofer. They're going round to do a quote just externally and also for capping the chimney flues, and I'm just really excited. And I've spoken to the estate agent and said that I will be looking to put an offer in, and would the seller accept a lower offer in light of the recent survey. So I'm just really excited, but I need to actually go and do some work now. I have done a bit of work this morning. I've sent some emails and I've been working on a document that I need to do, but I'm just really excited about this house. I have just had lunch and I've got a few things to show you. So yesterday I was out shopping with the boyfriend and we went to Lakeland, and he bought me some biscuit cutters as part of a present. But anyway, he got me this cat one. So this was £1.99 from Lakeland, and it's nice that it's proper metal, probably stainless steel. Yeah, stainless steel for making cat-shaped biscuits. And then also this pack of 5 different coloured plastic hearts, because I needed a heart-shaped cookie cutter for a recipe I'm planning later on in this week. So yeah, this was £2.99, which is a good deal I think. And I have just been out and got my coat from the dry cleaner, so I'll show it to you now. Here it is. So the dry cleaner that I use, or have used the last couple of times, is like an environmentally friendly dry cleaner. So this bag is all biodegradable and they use metal hangers rather than plastic, and I think they use like less chemicals or something. I don't know. Anyway, so it cost £13.99 to get this dry cleaned. There are just a few little marks. Actually, that hasn't even come off. I've been waiting at home today for my cutlery to arrive. So I bought some cutlery last week online from a company called Hearts of Stir. They're somewhere based, probably England. Anyway, so it's this Stella Rochester. It's very similar to what my mum's got, but it isn't matte handles, whereas hers is. Plus some of the sort of like engraving bits are a little bit different. So it came with this little thing, instructions about how to clean your cutlery. And the top bit is like that, and then the other cutlery is underneath. So I'm going to pack it all away neatly once I finish, because this is for my new property. When I finally move out and have my own kitchen and stuff, I'm going to have my cutlery drawer full of Stella Rochester cutlery. So it's so like heavy, weighty, really good quality stainless steel. So each item of cutlery has 6. So there's forks, tablespoons, knives and teaspoons. So this is what the fork looks like. So it's a bit different to what my mum's is because it has this 18/10 on the back of it. And the spoon, the big spoon also has that. The knife doesn't have anything like that. Oh, and the little spoon also has the Stella 18/10 on the back of it. But anyway, so this was a really good deal. So this is usually well over £100, or for like the complete set with 58 pieces, it's about £270. But anyway, this was slightly below 50 and I needed to get it up to 50 in order to get the free postage. So I decided to randomly look on Hearts of Stir and buy one item, and that was this Stella Rochester latte spoon, because I do like my lattes and it can also be used for sundaes. So anyway, this is the size of a normal teaspoon and this is the latte spoon. So yeah, a little bit smaller at the top, but I really like it there. If you can see, but it's going to show the reflection of the camera. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this cutlery. I'm going to pack it all up, and after that I'm going to go to the library and do some work, and then I'm probably going to go to a coffee shop as well, because I think the next door neighbours are drilling, or someone else on this road is drilling, and I kind of want to get out of my bedroom. So I went to the library, did a lot of work there, working on the literature and trying to organise my references for a document I'm working on in advance of something. And then I was going to go to a coffee shop, but then the coffee shop was closing early, and then I was going to go to another one, but then that one's closing early as well. And then the other one I was going to do was closed on Mondays. So basically very difficult, and I ended up going to Caffe Nero, which is a bit annoying because I went to Caffe Nero yesterday with a boyfriend, although it was a different one, and I got a different drink. But I got a pistachio iced latte with soya milk, and that is a, I don't know, they were advertising that. I'm not sure if it is a new drink or if it's just sort of being advertised as like a special at the moment. Anyway, I did a couple of hours in the coffee shop, and it was a nice ambience. I haven't previously sat in there and had a drink before, so in that particular branch, so that was good. Yes, I'm going to go and have dinner now, and then at 7 o'clock I have a video call with the boyfriend over Microsoft Teams, and we're going through an online course, so that's what I'll be doing this evening. Hello, it's Tuesday. Woke up at 5:30 and it's now 5:50, and I'm going to stables. I can hear outside it's raining a lot, but anyway, I'm going to make a coffee to drink in the car and then head off to the stables. So I went to the stables early this morning. It's now about 20 to 11, still the morning, and I'm just working from home on my computer. Oh yeah, in my last vlog I was saying my laptop wasn't working, but then like the next week it just suddenly started working again. So luckily I hadn't had to post it back to the university, but I don't know why it stopped and why it suddenly started again. My hair is a bit wavy because I curled it on Sunday. But anyway, I'm now faffing around on the computer and I'm going through some notes, just kind of to revise some programs and stuff, and I've decided to set up my automatic replies because I'm on annual leave a bit next week because I'm going to a wedding. So I'll do that and then do a bit more faffing around. But anyway, after lunch today I'm going to go to the library because I'm just really bored of being at home, although I was out all yesterday afternoon. I don't know, I just don't like sitting in this room the whole time. It's 6:30. I just got home from the library. Didn't do much at the library, well, nothing of interest really. But I had a phone call from the roofer, so I asked a roofer to go to the house that I'm interested in putting an offer in, and I asked him to give me a quote just from looking at it externally. So he did that, I think, maybe this afternoon. But anyway, he phoned me and he told me what the quote was, and like his quote includes the cost of completely replacing it, because he said about 40 to 50% of the tiles could be sort of kept, but then the cost of getting the same tiles to match and sort of patching it up means it would actually cost more than just redoing the whole thing, like a slightly larger new tile. So yeah, I've got that quote, and also it included capping the chimneys, which was something else I wanted him to ask about. So yeah, the quote is a little bit higher than I thought it could be, but if I was to buy the house then I could get more quotes from other people and try and do a bit of bartering, or ask for an offer, I don't know. But yeah, at least I know that that's how much it might cost, and that's what I will be using when I put an offer in. I don't think I said yesterday, but someone else is going to be viewing the property on Wednesday afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, so I won't be phoning up the estate agent and putting an offer in until Thursday morning. Just because I don't want to look super keen, I'm trying to play it cool. But I did speak to the estate agent yesterday morning, as I said, and I said then that I would be putting an offer in today, which I haven't done. But I'm going to wait for them to kind of come to me, and if they don't come to me, I'll be putting an offer in on Thursday morning. So that's my plan of action. I'm going to read a bit more of this book. I'm really enjoying it. Either Lucy Wood or Lena Norms, who are two book YouTubers, and I'm quite enjoying it. It's a little bit of a silly book, but those kind of rom-coms tend to be. But anyway, I'm going to have dinner. I have one of those vegan trillionaires, sort of millionaires shortbread, little cheesecakes in a glass pot, so that's a nice pudding to have. And I'm going to have a bath. I'm going to have a bath after that as well. Hello, it's Wednesday and it's 7 AM. I've got my Yorkshire tea and I'm about to start doing some work on my computer for maybe about an hour before I go down and have some breakfast. I am dressed and ready to do some more work now. I was just going to show you my new product which I bought last week, and it's called Snowfire. The pharmacist recommended it because I have managed to get chilblains all over my fingers like a little Victorian urchin. I'm blaming this on the fact that I've been going to stables at 5:30 in the mornings this winter, which is something I haven't previously done. So I've previously had chilblains on my fingers, particularly during like the Beast from the East, the massive cold weather period during 2018 in the UK. Had chilblains on my toes then, and I've had a chilblain now on my toe for about 3 months. And just in the last few weeks, I've managed to develop chilblains on my right hand, which I think is indicative that my gloves do work, because I don't have any on my left hand, but I'm always taking off my right glove to do buckles and stuff at the stables. But anyways, this Snowfire ointment stick stinks, and it costs £6.99, and I like to put it, well, I'm meant to be putting it on the chilblains, so it's mostly kind of like 3 fingers. Actually, I could show you if you want. Look away now if you don't like the look of things like this. Yeah, so you can see chilblains on that finger, and the one at the top by the nail has kind of burst, and then this next finger has got one on the knuckle, and then around that corner, I can't show it, there, looks a bit mank. So yeah, chilblain situation. So I'm using this, and I'm also using this, which I bought in Holland about probably at least a year ago. Doesn't smell nice either. This doesn't smell nice, and this doesn't smell nice. But I'm trying to sort out my chilblains. It's now been a week of using this. Quick update, as it's 4 PM, still Wednesday. I am working from home, just doing stuff on my laptop. I'm working on a PowerPoint presentation I have to create for work and doing a bit of research and things. It has stopped raining now, so I've been at home all day because I was originally going to go to the library, but it was raining. It stopped raining, so hopefully I'll be able to go riding this evening and not get soaked. I thought this was quite interesting. Last week I moved from a Samsung A40, I think that's what it is, and I've had this for about 3 and a bit years, to this phone, which is a iPhone SE 2020. But it's just like, I struggle with the size of this, because when I am trying to, I can't reach up here without pressing something down here when I'm holding it with one hand. But now this new phone looks really small because it's got the button as well, and I've got used to just like swiping. This other phone is dying. Maybe it has died. No, there is. This phone versus this phone. So like if you line the bottoms up, and then it's like this much bigger. It's now 8 o'clock. I had dinner when I got home from the stables, and I'm now going to go and wash my hair. I am quite excited because tomorrow is the day I'm going to put an offer in on this property. I've just been waiting a bit because I know someone else was viewing it this afternoon, and I didn't want to look too keen, so tomorrow could be the day that I buy a house. Hello, it is now Thursday. I woke up at 6:30 and did about an hour or so of work on my computer. Then I did a workout, had breakfast, I cleaned the house, vacuumed, and now I'm sitting back down to do some more work. Haven't phoned the estate agent yet to make an offer. I'll do that a bit later because I want to get some work done first and try and sort of focus. I'm going to the hairdressers this afternoon. The appointment is at 4 o'clock, so that's why I started early, because it's kind of a little bit finishing a little bit earlier than I really should. But I'll keep an eye on my phone and I'll be able to respond to emails with the Microsoft Outlook app. But anyway, I'm going to get a balayage done, which I'm super excited about. I last had it done 11 months ago when it was still like everyone was wearing face masks and things. So really excited. I think it's like £160, so it's a big cost, but I only do it about once a year. So like if you can see, it's just starting, it's grown out quite a bit. And I'm gonna turn around on my spinny chair so you can see the back, so I can do like a before and after. So there. So I think it starts, I just want it to start a bit higher up. yes, I'm excited for that. This is only the second time I've been to this place, but they did it very nicely last time, so I thought I would go back there. My usual hairdresser I go just to get a trim and stuff seems to be ghosting me. I was trying to book an appointment with him at Christmas time, so I might have to find a new hairdresser. But anyway, basically I went to like a separate one which was a little bit cheaper for haircuts and blow dries, but then I'm going to like a more expensive one for the balayage just because I want it to be done nicely. But I'm not sure about going to this more expensive one for my general haircuts and things, because the cheap one is 25 and this hairdresser I'm going to would be about 50 to 60 quid just for a haircut and blow dry. So I'd like to find something cheaper but then continue going to this more expensive one for the balayage if they do a good job today. But I think they will. I don't particularly like going to the hairdresser, and I think it's a bit nerve-wracking and it involves you sitting there for a long time. But it should be fun. Oh yeah, I've got my entertainment ready. So I've got a umbrella because I think it might rain. I'm taking this book which I've been reading. I started it last weekend and I'm really enjoying it. I think I mentioned this earlier this week. And then I've also got my Amazon Fire tablet, which has some magazines downloaded from the Libby app, which you can get if you are a member of the library. And then I'm taking this Trek protein flapjack bar, and I'm going to take another snack as well, just because the appointment's going to be like 4 till 7:30 I think. I decided to do a little bit of packing, although it is a whole week before I go away. I'm just going away for one night. I think I mentioned I'm going to a wedding next week as my boyfriend's +1, and because it's about 2 hours away and we're going to be staying in the hotel, so that's what we're doing. Very expensive, but yeah. Anyway, I started packing a few bits and bobs. I'm not sure what, I'm going to ask the boyfriend if there's going to be a dress code the following day, like people going for breakfast and stuff in the hotel, but I don't think there will be. I think I'll just dress a bit casually, and also it might be a bit cold, so yeah, I packed a roll neck jumper and then like a corduroy skirt with tights. So I've got a little list of things that I need to pack later in the week, but the things I'm still using, like deodorant, face creams and stuff like that, I don't really want to start packing just at the moment. I'll show you the dress that I'm going to be wearing. This is the dress. It is from LK Bennett. Mum bought it for me second hand. So it's this kind of like turquoise or teal colour. I really like it. It's quite swishy and nice. However, my accessories are navy. I'm not sure about wearing this. It's a little bit worse for wear. I might just throw this away. I wore this last February for my cousin's wedding, but it's a little bit like I've glued the end and this comb snapped off and it's not looking the smartest, so I might just leave this and do like a sparkly hair clip. And then the shoes that I want to wear are also navy, which doesn't particularly go. Navy shoes and blue dress, but I think it goes better than if it was black. I don't know, maybe I should wear black shoes. I don't know, these shoes don't get a lot of wear. I've had them for a long time and I've only worn them twice. So like 4-inch suede Clark heels, Clark shoe shop. And then this is the bag I'm taking. I don't know if this is just a cash. I don't know. Anyway, so it's just the silver thing from TK Maxx. Jessica McClintock. I don't know, I bought it because it was like 10 or 15 pounds. And I've used this a couple of times, or a few times actually. So I don't know if these navy shoes are a bit of a strange choice, but this is the only real bag I've got that's suitable unless I went for black. So I could go for black shoes and a black bag, but I think I'll just stick to this. So yeah, that is next Thursday. So I ironed this and it's all ready to go. I phoned the estate agent to ask if they knew where the stopcock was, like to switch off the water externally and internally in the house, because that was something that came up on the surveyor's report, was that they couldn't find it. And then it also asked if he'd managed to find where the water tank was, because the surveyor could not find that. I don't know if it's just like laziness on the part of the surveyor, but anyway, the estate agent that I needed to speak to wasn't even there, So they're going to phone me back. I don't want to like put the offer in before I find out these 2 things because it makes me look a bit, I don't know. So I'm kind of waiting for them to phone me back. Hopefully they'll phone back soonish, because I'm not talking to them when I'm in the hairdresser and be like, oh hello, please can I put in an offer, because then everyone is going to be eavesdropping, aren't they? And I would like to do it today, so hopefully they'll contact me. I don't want to like keep pestering them, because they did I think I've got the feeling that I've emailed them or like spoken to them quite a few times. But I know I asked and there's no other offers on the property, so that's good, I think. Although it can sometimes be reassuring to know that someone else has decided to put an offer in, because it shows that you're not just being a bit weird and no one else is interested because it's such a rubbish property. But if there's no other offers, then there's no competition, so it means I should get it a little bit lower. The estate agent just phoned me and he asked, he has found the water tank. It's just a bit higher than where we were looking, and he forgot to look for the stop cock thing, but he thinks it will just be under the sink. Anyway, so I actually put an offer in. The people yesterday hadn't put an offer in, but he thinks that they would be interested, but they wouldn't offer high enough. So I told him what my offer was, and he wasn't horrified or anything. I think it's higher than what other people want to do. So he said he'll be back with me in about a day or 2. So that's exciting. I guess I told him like how big my deposit is, who my mortgage advisor is, like the individual and the company that I'm doing the mortgage advising thing with. So he has all that, and I told him I'm a first time buyer. So at least I've done the offer, and that is done. I'm really excited. Also, I can't think about the house without smiling about it, so I feel like that's a good sign that it is a house I really want to live in, because I have seen some pretty ugly properties and this is a really nice one. It is 8 o'clock. Just got home from the hairdressers. I'm really pleased with it. I was there for 3.5 hours and it cost £131, but that's actually a bit less than I expected. I paid £60 as a deposit and then £71 today, so it was 131. Also, he did it with like, finished it off with GHD curlers with like the clampy bit, which I think makes it look really nice and like sort of less beachy waves and more sort of structured. But I don't know, it was quite windy on the way home, so it got a little bit tousled. But I'm really pleased with the colour. It starts much higher up, and I'll be able to show you a bit better tomorrow once it is proper daylight outside. Anyway, I'm going to go have dinner, and that's it for today. Hello, it is now Friday. I'm still in my pyjamas, although it's 10 AM, but I am doing stuff on the laptop. But anyway, this morning I woke up early and I did some baking, so I'm going to insert that now, sort of like baking and meal prep. I've made some shortbread hearts and I sprinkled them with some caster sugar before they went into the oven. That's just a little leftover splodge for me to eat. And then here's a bit of meal prepping. So these two are wholemeal pasta with olives and a vegan sausage, frozen sausage from Tesco's, which I've cooked. I need to add something else to this, like some sort of sauce, but at least it's ready to go. And then here we have some little potato balls, which are a bit like smiley faces. And then we have cubed tofu, red pepper, sweet corn, and a variety of sort of stir-fry spices. So this is a pink coloured tray bake, and I'm waiting for it to cool down just a little bit more. And then there's my banana chocolate cake batter, and that's going to go into this loaf tin. But I'm going to do a hidden heart, so I'm not sure, maybe this size, and then that won't be sticking out. Maybe I should go for the smallest heart actually, so it sticks, so it's just a small heart like that. And it's going to go in the middle like this. I thought I'd show you my hair because it's much easier to see now it's actually daylight outside. So I'm not really impressed with how they're sort of curl staying. I really like it when it first comes out, but then I think it's the hairspray they use. But I don't know, I really like this look. I have put my own hairspray in it just this morning. But yeah, so much like blonder higher up. So that's what my roots look like. So I don't think it looks particularly, because I hate it when it's like proper, like, I think how people used to have the ombre, it's like proper dark roots, but I think this is really nicely faded out, and he did it with like cotton wool, and I'm just really pleased with it. I should do it more often, because it has been 11 months since getting my hair done. So there, I'm going to spin around in my chair to show you. Anyway, I finished this book yesterday, which I actually really enjoyed. It's The Mad About You. I've probably mentioned this like 3 times in this vlog. But yeah, finally finished it. It's just over 400 pages, so I can return that to the library. But I'd rate it 4 stars out of 5. It's a good sort of rom-com, a little bit funny. It's a bit predictable, because all books like this kind of end in a similar sort of way, but I did like it. I am super happy because my offer has been accepted on the property. The estate agent phoned my mortgage advisor yesterday and asked what my financial situation is, and she has said that probably Halifax would be the best provider to go with because the house needs a bit of work. So she says, I've emailed her, and she says that Halifax have a £100 valuation fee for the basic valuation, so worst case is that I'll lose out on £100, but she thinks that they'll be the best option, and also they'll be able to do the valuation within a week, so they'll do like a basic report, and then they will say whether they need an independent electrical report or like a damp report or something. So to proceed with this mortgage application, I'm going to phone her on Monday, but I need to get my ID, latest 3 months pay slips, a P60, latest 3-month bank statements for any active accounts, and a proof of deposit. Super exciting. I can't believe I've actually had an offer accepted. I didn't think that would happen. I thought someone else would come in and have like a slightly higher and there'd be a bit more competition, but I'm pleased because this is well below the original asking price when it was first put up. So I feel like I'm getting a good deal, but the amount of work when you buy an older property, you can't always see it. So it could be a bit of a money pit, but I'm really, really happy. Now a bit later, it's 8:40 p.m. So I went riding, did 45 minutes schooling, and I did a bit of jumping because the floodlights are good enough to jump in the dark. Did a wheelbarrow poo picking, but anyway, it's quite strange because I'm not going to the stables tomorrow morning, which is what I usually do on Saturday morning, and that is because the owner wants to ride the pony, and I will be riding the pony on Sunday instead. My boyfriend says we're going to go to Nando's. He's going to treat me to a Nando's tomorrow for lunch to celebrate me getting the offer accepted, and I'm currently researching conveyancing solicitors and what I should expect to pay, how to find one. I did this like price comparison website search and it said there's no solicitors in this area, so I'm gonna have to just go through Google, I think, and I'm like looking up questions of what I should ask the solicitor, because I don't need to like go for the first one I find. I can like ask them a few questions to make sure I get the right one. And I'm also finishing off these vegan Maltesers. They taste a little bit like stale bread or croutons wrapped up in dark chocolate, but in a good way. I do quite like them. I've only got a few left, so munching away on these. I was thinking about breaking open and opening my new vodka. Hello, it is Saturday morning. I actually have been awake since like 4:20 because I wanted to do some research on the house and then start editing this vlog. And this morning I spent about 3 hours cooking because I wanted to film a couple of baking videos for YouTube, and I do it in my room, which is 2 floors up from the kitchen, which means every time I've got a microwave something I have to run up and down the stairs. So it's quite faff, which is why one of the reasons I'm really looking forward to having my own property. But anyway, this is quite smart for me, I suppose. So I'm dressed up a little bit because we're going to Nando's to celebrate having my offer accepted. Nothing's definite. Part of me wants to go and start buying things, like I want to get a whole crockery set, kitchen knives and things like that, which I should have at the ripe old age of nearly 29, but I don't have because I've used housemates or I've used my parents. So stuff like that, and then also because I know what kind of the bathroom is, I know what kind of towels I can buy now, and like toilet brush and stuff like that. I think it's kind of good to start building up so it's not a massive cost all in one go, and it means you can do some research and find the best value things which are also good quality. So I'd like to start buying that sort of thing, but then it's kind of a bit reluctant to fully commit in case something goes wrong with this mortgage valuation, which should be in the next week or so. So I'm gonna kind of hold off the purchasing of little bits and bobs. But something I was looking on Facebook Marketplace this morning as well, and looking, because I don't know, I'd rather have a king size bed, I think, but I'm not sure of this room. But anyway, if I did get a bed, well, I am going to get a big bed, because at the moment I just have a single bed. If I do get a big bed, I think I want one just with a headboard and not with the end foot bit sticking out. Yeah, so last Friday, after I viewed the house for a second time, I drew a plan of the master bedroom. So these are all the measurements. I took my I took my tape measure and I did all these measurements. So there's a socket there. I can't remember where the other socket is, but like It's a very like sort of weird shaped room. Windows there, which is about 73 centimetres, and then here there's a built-in wardrobe, which I didn't really measure, but I know this wall is 235 centimetres, and then the doorway is there, and it's about 90 centimetres. So I've got this chest of drawers, which looks like it should fit in there really nicely, but then my chest of drawers has the legs stick out a bit, so I don't think that's going to fit. And also it's whether or not I could get the chest of drawers up the narrow staircase. But anyway, the main reason why I wanted to do this was because I'm trying to decide between a double size and a king size. So these are the measurements. So say a king size, the way a bed could go is it could go there, but then is this gap here going to be too narrow, or would that be acceptable if there wasn't a end to the bed? And then also here, but then you've got a slightly sort of weird skinny bit here, and then this weird little bit which you can't utilise. So that way might be end up being the best way. But then, because a double bed is 10 centimetres shorter in length, it kind of means the gap here is a bit bigger. I really like doing this, and I did this 8 days ago. Yes, I've filmed a lot of footage this morning which I want to get uploaded to my laptop, but I need to leave in about an hour, and I want to go for a walk outside because otherwise I'm not really going to do much because we're going to like a shopping centre. And I have a feeling if I don't go outside and do like a walk or something, I won't be able to get to sleep tonight. Because usually Saturdays I go riding, but I'm not doing that. Hello, it's now 7:20 in the evening. I just got home, so I met the boyfriend and we went out for lunch. We didn't go to Nando's, I forgot, we just changed the plan. We decided to go to this local chain coffee shop, deli sort of place. Anyway, I got the vegan wrap. I was going to get the chicken and bacon ciabatta, but it didn't look particularly appealing, so I went for this vegan thing, which is okay. And then sort of like cold baby potatoes and a salad. Anyway, we looked around the shops a bit, then we headed over to Starbucks, and I got the salted pretzel hot chocolate with soy milk, which I would highly recommend. I think it's probably my favourite drink of all times I've ever had at Starbucks. I've had it twice now, and it's currently like the special, sort of on the specials menu. We looked around some shops, sat in the car, talked a bit, and then came home. So I'm going to go and have some dinner now. I'm just going to show you. Boyfriend got me this plug thing, which is called Speedy. So I'm having issues with the new iPhone I got. I bought the iPhone from him, and he thinks maybe the charger's not working correctly. So just because the battery life doesn't seem to be coping. It's quite cool because it's like a cube like this, and then you pull this bit out and it pops out, which I haven't really had one of these ones before. And then it's got a really long iPhone cable. So I'm going to see if using this helps with the iPhone battery life. Hello, it is now 11:40 AM. This morning I read a little bit of this book by Alex White called You Are Not a Before Picture. So it's something that my sister got me for Christmas. So I've just read the introduction and the first chapter, and I'm enjoying it so far. And I like how the book is sort of laid out inside, and I think it would look really nice on my shelf. It's quite a nice hardback book. Yeah, pretty educational, and it's got a lot of research in it. This morning I have been sorting out the documents that I need for when I phone and speak to my mortgage advisor tomorrow morning. So I've got all that saved on a memory stick, like a USB stick, ready to go. And I've also started writing a to-do list of everything I need to do with the jobs in the house and things I would need to get quotes for, and jobs that I can do myself. So I'll show you that now. So I would need to do it in some sort of order, but I thought I could write the jobs that I can do, equipment required, and then I'll tick it. So I need to deep clean the bathroom, scrape the wallpaper in the second bedroom, seal and surround all the front windows, weed the conservatory wall because there's plants growing inside the house. Yeah, so I need to sort out what equipment I need, and then maybe I can start purchasing those. And then later on rip up the flooring in the kitchen and take the kitchen tiles off. But this might actually be saved for 2024. And then I need to kind of list other tasks. At 12 o'clock I need to leave the house. I'm going to have a bagel and some baked beans now. It's sort of like an early lunch brunch sort of thing, and then I'll take a snack to eat later. It's a little bit awkward timing because I need to leave the house at 12 because I've got a riding lesson 2:30 till 4. I do prefer having lessons in the morning, but can't really choose. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a cross-country lesson, and it's kind of like a fundraising event sort of thing, saving to raise money for some vet bills. So I'm looking forward to that, and I haven't had a cross-country or jumping lesson recently. So yeah, that's what I'm off to do now. Hello, I'm back from my riding lesson now. I got back about an hour ago at 6 o'clock. So it was a really good lesson, no one fell off. We did a lot of the working hunter jumps, which they're using for competition, so I would like to do that in the future, do an actual competition at the same venue. But yeah, we were working on straightness. It was a really good lesson. I might buy a photo. I think someone was there taking professional photos, but probably won't, because I'm trying to save money for this house. So I've been getting ready, and all my documents are sorted for speaking to the mortgage advisor. I need to find a conveyancing solicitor tomorrow, and then I'm also going to email the estate agent and ask him to take it off the website, and because it's still online. So I'm really excited for next week, and hopefully this purchase is going to go through, because I know a third of sales in the UK tend to fail at some point and don't come through to completion. But I'm hoping this is the house. So anyway, I'm going to finish this vlog now because I'm going to go for dinner. Thanks for watching. If you want to continue following my house buying story, then maybe you want to subscribe. Anyway, bye!